Hey everybody, welcome to our weekend check-in video for Psych 5 Social Psychology for Saturday, February 26th. And as always, this is just to give you a heads up, reminders, clarifications, anything I think you need to know to do well in our course. So I'm glad you're here watching this because it will help you out. So first up here is that we have our second exam this coming Monday there on chapters 3, 4, and 5. Do take advantage of the study guide you'll find there at the bottom of Unit 2, and do pay careful attention to the two items in that study guide that you will find all in italics with asterisks all around it. Of course, those are going to be the content that your two short answer essay questions are based upon, so definitely check that out there. It will really help you out and get you ready for those essay questions there. Next up here, regarding the exam too, don't forget your inquisitive chapters 3, 4, and 5. Those are due by the time we take our exam on Monday at 6:30, so make sure you get them submitted by that time. And also, don't forget to bring along your group grading form, that brown piece of paper where you have all the names of the people in your group there, along with the grades you provided. I will collect those like I did during the first exam to get those grades from you. And I did post an announcement about the exam coming up there earlier this week, so hopefully you took a look at that. Next up here is that on Monday we are going to cover Chapter 6 on emotions. Our plan is to cover all of it there, and we may start even just a little bit there of Chapter 7 on attitudes, but we're going to definitely finish up Chapter 6 there. And along with that, we have our quiz on Chapter 6 as well, so make sure you take a look at that homework item to help you prepare for that quiz. Next up here is that part 1 of your paper will be due not this Monday, but the following Monday on March 7th there. You've already got an announcement to remind you about that. The instructions for the APA style literature review paper are underneath Unit 5 of our course material on our Canvas course page, so scroll down past Unit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Underneath Unit 5, you'll see the dedicated module for the APA Literature Review paper. You want to look at what's labeled there for Component 1, the instructions, and the submission area there. So we'll look at the instructions there. There's a little how-to video at the very top where I walk you through the instructions and give you some helpful hints and tips about getting your paper in there. And I just cover all the instructions there verbally for you, like this video I'm doing for you now. So check that out. It's not very long. It'll help you out. You'll also see a dedicated area to submit your part 1 of your paper right underneath the instructions there in that same APA literature review module, and you are going to submit it in Microsoft Word, so do not submit PDFs or Google Docs or Apple Docs or anything like that. It has to be in Microsoft Word there. Also, that your topic of your paper ultimately is going to be on something in social psychology, which is pretty easy because this is our course. You have a whole book to use as a reference there to give you ideas, including those little 4 modules at the end of the chapter 14 there as well, you'll see. So take a look at those areas too. All that's totally okay to use there. So be careful that it is a topic in social psych. So as you'll see in the instructions there in that APA module, things on drug abuse, memory in human infants, Alzheimer's disease, etc. Those things are not social psychology topics, so they're not suitable. So make sure it's a topic in social psych. I've also included an embedded file there in the instructions, just a simple list of topics that you can give you some ideas there. Along with your topic that you need to provide there, you're also going to provide what's called a thesis statement. This is just basically how you're going to approach your topic. I do provide you some sample thesis statements there in your instructions, and so do take a look at that. That'll really help you out there to kind of get that form there. And there's also a completed sample submission for this part 1 of the paper as well. So take a look at that completed sample so you can at least see this is what you need to be turning in there. Now, along with your topic and thesis statement, you are going to include 5 APA-style references with your paper. So make sure that you have those in APA style, and they really need to be from research articles, so things like books or psychology-related websites, etc. Those are not really appropriate. It must be from actual research articles. The kind of research we talk about in class when we cover it there in our book and lecture videos there. So make sure that you have actual research articles, and they must be in APA style, which I do describe. There are links to how to do APA style there from the instructions to the library website at FCC, so do take a look at there as well. Again, take a look at the sample submission, because that will allow you to see what do these references need to look like regarding APA style. It's for research articles, it's pretty standard. There's not a lot of variation there. And you will also see at the bottom of the instructions there a simple rubric file where I just kind of put that file in separately there. And take a look at that, because that will help you avoid making any really big mistakes that will cost you points in your Part 1 submission. It especially has to do with the formatting of your references in APA style. Okay, that's everything I wanted to say for this time. If you need anything in the meantime, reach out via email on Canvas, and I'll be glad to get back to you. Otherwise, good luck on preparing for your exam, and again, be ready to talk about some things from Chapter 6. I posted an announcement earlier about that already, so we are going to just have to keep trucking along and moving along in our course there. So anyway, I will see you next time on Monday, and take care until then.